The absolute fuck is it? Starting to regret that I stopped at this rest stop. And they say Bigfoot isn't real? I don't ever want to stick my arm out.
Okay, so was that real? Or is that going to be one of those things that was like a mountain lion mating call or something echoing through the canyon? I mean, it sounded... yeah. Sounded like I would have my gun out if I was that cop. That's what it sounded like. On May 24th of 2025, a brand new Bigfoot sighting happened. A tourist near the Upper Colorado River captured this on his phone.
Normal size. Dude, it's creepy here.
Look at my phone, you can see it.
Wait, I want to see it in the phone.
I want to see too.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, that's weird.
It's definitely. Guys, so look in the phone, you can see it.
It's definitely something. He's plotting against us.
I know.
We come in peace.
We come in.
I can't zoom in any more than this.
I know.
We can see it a little better if we zoom in. It has all the distinct features we usually see. It's a little far away. Let me know what you think about this one. What if your child's imaginary friend wasn't imaginary at all? This next unsettling case has been floating around online for years. Only a chilling photo and a story that refuses to fade. According to legend, a mother snapped a picture of her son playing alone in their living room. He claimed to be spending time with his imaginary friend, someone he called Pauline. The boy is seen kneeling, clearly engaged in a conversation. But right next to him crouched a translucent, discolored figure. Its features are hard to make out. This isn't just an overactive imagination, this looks like something real. The mother, already disturbed by strange noises and unexplained activity in the house, had hoped to capture a cute moment. What she caught and said sparked a storm of fear. What do you think this camera captured? Something small, silent, and watching closer than you realized. While walking down an access road in Ohio, a man named Tom captured something strange on video. At first glance, it appeared unremarkable. Just a quick scan of the areas he left with his son and grandson. When he looked back through the footage, he noticed something unsettling. A small, child-sized, motionless figure sitting silently on a wooden bridge. Tom had assumed an adult must have been nearby, but there was nothing, no one. He looked closer and realized that, heck, this thing might be covered in hair. What is this? Bothered by what he saw, he returned to the spot and measured the handrail. At 6'4", Tom couldn't possibly fit into the shape that he captured. The bottom rail was only 20 inches off the deck. He said whatever was there wasn't just small, it was pretty impossibly compact. The clip was enhanced by analysts. The subject appeared to be a blend of earth-toned browns and tans, with a dome-shaped head visible in several frames. Now, the coloration made it near-perfect camouflage for the wooden surroundings. And while no one's claiming this definitively, some believe that this could be a juvenile Bigfoot that has wandered out of the woods. And for some reason, just watching in silence. Ohio, after all, is no stranger to cryptid sightings. But let's talk about it. What do you think Tom caught on camera? Could it be some other animal that's just been misidentified? I think we can rule out a human because obviously people don't look like this, and this was a warm day, so it wouldn't have been bundled up in any clothing. This one has me intrigued. I'd love to know your thoughts. Here we see the unbelievable strength of a tornado. Bright blue skies littered with debris and mayhem. Look at this thing. It's just ripping to shreds everything in its path. Has anyone ever been caught in one of these? Another question I have is, who is filming this? Like, it's right there. You're getting closer to it. Of course I've heard of storm chasers, but I don't think you can get away should this change direction. In a day and age when profile pictures and avatars are so prevalent, pretty sure this girl wins. Oh, you know, no big deal, just me standing in front of a Category 5 tornado. No biggie. I mean, what? Alien just strolling through the driveway? And did you hear that noise at the beginning of the video? It almost sounded like a spaceship crashed or like this guy fell off the roof onto a trash can. A lone hiker, a quiet hill, and a face staring back through the trees. This story comes from a hiker named Liam who recently shared a chilling encounter deep in the Georgia backwoods. He'd parked along a remote service road and hiked nearly 2 miles in, far from any signs of civilization. It was around 7:30 p.m., that strange time of evening when the woods get quiet, in his case almost too quiet. That's when Liam spotted it. A dark shape sitting motionless up on a hill.
That does really look like a face right there. That is kind of creepy. Hello?
As an experienced outdoorsman, he's used to spotting wildlife, but this didn't move like any animal he knew. So he zoomed in on his phone, and in the center of his screen was a face. Humanoid, eyes, nose, and a heavy brow ridge. Liam says he's familiar with pareidolia, but this doesn't feel like that. To quote him, the vibes were off.
Is it moving at all or no?
As he films, the figure didn't budge, not a twitch. Some animals freeze and try to rely on their camouflage, and there's no reason to think that Bigfoot wouldn't do the same, kinda holding still until the threat moves on. Well, Liam didn't hang around to find out. The sun was dropping fast and the feeling in his gut told him to leave. So what exactly did Liam capture out here? Was this a Bigfoot? Something else watching from the brush? Take a look and decide for yourself. A man fishing from his kayak found himself quickly in a nightmare. An aggressive hammerhead shark is basically attacking his kayak. The guy's trying to fight him off. I mean, wow. You don't often see sharks make repeated attempts like that. The fisherman chose to get the heck out of Dodge. A man in his ocean kayak is just enjoying some fishing, dangling his feet in the water, fixing his line, when out of nowhere, boom. an aggressive shark slams into the back of his kayak. And frankly, it appears to just be a minor inconvenience for this guy. He doesn't even really seem to care. Barely lifts his feet out of the water. I imagine that would have been different had it toppled, but I am grateful it didn't. I won't speak for everyone, but anytime I found something I wasn't expecting on my security cameras, my heart drops. Well, that's what happened to this person. In a quiet suburban home, a resident recently reviewed footage from their system. And yep, it stopped him cold. The clip shows a woman-like figure in a flowing gown moving gracefully from one side to the other at 2 a.m. No one in the household fits the description, no visitors that day, and definitely no one should be there. No signs of forced entry, and yet there she is, gliding calmly across the frame. Online, the clip drew immediate reactions. Some viewers suggested it's simply a residual spirit, a ghost caught replaying a moment in time. I'm sorry, simply? No, that's a big deal. Others think it's an interdimensional glitch or even a visual artifact. Even those that were skeptics couldn't offer a firm, grounded explanation that made the footage make sense. What if I said that this could perhaps be the only Bigfoot sighting in this entire country, and it was captured by accident? Our next story takes us to the mountains of Romania, a place not typically associated with Bigfoot. The clip comes from someone filming unknowingly during a wilderness trek, capturing something they didn't notice until much later. The image shows a quiet, forested slope with a loose pile of twigs in the foreground. But if you look just behind that brush, there it is. Something with a hauntingly primate appearance. The head shape, posture, and even the proportions seem eerily familiar to longtime Sasquatch reports. And probably the most unsettling part is that this creature appears to be watching, or waiting. The clip, though widely circulated, has sparked its share of debate, especially since it originated from the survival show Survivor Man featuring Les Stroud. Some say it's too convenient, possibly staged, made for TV. Others argue it may be one of the few authentic European sightings of a Bigfoot-like creature. Interestingly, Romanian folklore is filled with forest spirits and tall, silent watchers, entities that bear uncanny similarities to Bigfoot. So do we think that he narrowly avoided an encounter with something that wasn't supposed to be there? Or did the producers place it there? Or is this just a shadow? What do we have going on here?
Bro, what the fuck, bro? Look. What the fuck, bro? Where's his body gone?
From the channel Nature is Metal, this is savage. If I'm being honest, I don't even really like stuff like this, but I thought this was kind of crazy. Anyhow, if you blaze through it, I won't hold it against you. Keep your head on a swivel. That could have ended way differently. I thought this was probably one of the most insane clips I had ever seen, and then I realized that it was being rewound. And yes, I should have noticed that because all of the people in the video were walking backwards, but nevertheless, here we are. Filled with anxiety and what I thought was a ship smashing into this land, but it appears it was just a ship launch. Quite the fight there. Let me show you what caused this kestrel to attack this jackdaw that had entered her home. Hours earlier, the jackdaw flew into the kestrel's home, where 3 eggs lay unattended. Mom was out hunting for food, but before she gets back, the jackdaw was able to kill one of the eggs. Now, when Mom returns home, she sees the aftermath. She can tell someone's been there, and she sees the egg is broken. Well, she immediately went into revenge mode. She flew the nest and waited in a nearby tree until the jackdaw came back and tried for round 2. The jackdaw enters the tree, but Mama comes right behind him. Just an incredible tale of revenge in the wild.
End of the road, turn right.
They got Bigfoot. Found him down here in Georgia. The guy was dragging him with that helicopter. Wonder where they're taking him.
So I've seen this clip a few times, but the best explanation I've found came from the paranormal chick on TikTok. So check her out. So the following video, captured by a man named Edward from Georgia on October 5th of this year, has raised some serious questions. And you'll have to decide for yourself if it's further proof of Bigfoot's existence. Now, this guy Edward, he typically shares content about fishing and hunting. Nothing else, no paranormal stuff, no cryptid stuff. Well, he filmed what he claims are 2 military-grade helicopters transporting something enormous, dark, and hairy through the backcountry. Although the footage is shaky as Edward was driving while recording, even after zooming in, you can see something large being carried between the 2 helicopters. I mean, that's weird enough. Whatever it is, it's big enough to need 2 aircraft to lift it. Or 1 to lift it and 1 to be a backup, or 1 to lift it and 1 to guard it. I don't know. Many people have kind of taken this in the comments and run wild, but they say that this is the military carting off a captured Bigfoot. What adds to the intrigue, again, is that Edward is not someone that's involved in paranormal investigations or Bigfoot research. He's just an ordinary dude, an outdoorsman from Georgia. Now, where it gets really eerie is that since posting this clip, he's gone silent. He hasn't responded to any comments, hasn't posted any other videos, and it's safe to say that many people are seeing this as a red flag, as am I. Could he have been warned or pressured to keep quiet? The sudden halt in his usual posting is certainly suspicious. Take a look at the footage yourself and decide, is this a genuine Bigfoot encounter, or is there something else at play? A group of men recently shared some unsettling footage they captured during a nighttime expedition in search of a mysterious and elusive creature. Armed with just a flashlight and a camera, big mistake, they ventured through the dark when something truly eerie happened. In the distance, the camera caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure moving strangely. Well, definitely out of the ordinary. One of the men, very freaked out, shouted a warning to his friends. Well, this apparently provoked whatever they had encountered. Within moments, the figure charges at them, knocks the camera to the ground. You can hear the chaotic scramble as the camera briefly records the creature getting away. Although the men weren't seriously hurt and managed to get home safely, I mean, this footage is nothing short of disturbing. The creature's movements and sudden aggression make it hard to dismiss the incident as a simple prank or hoax. However, the fact that the group was able to get so close and escape unharmed leaves plenty of room for skepticism and speculation. So, what do you guys think about this? I gotta say, this is pretty good footage. Man, I just don't know. Look at that. That jaguar spotted in perfect lighting on this beach, chasing down a capybara. I mean, if it weren't for the capybara taking that left, dipping underwater, we would have witnessed one of the coolest hunts of all time. I mean, it still was pretty cool. I mean, the thing sprinted over 50 yards. Just an incredible video of this jaguar. This next clip is eerie. A woman recently shared a spine-tingling experience she had one evening while just standing on her back deck. An encounter so unnerving that she admits she might not have believed it if it weren't for the security footage that recorded her reaction. The video shows her casually scrolling through her phone while her dog happily chases after a ball in the backyard. Everything seems perfectly ordinary. Until it isn't. Without warning, she abruptly spins around, visibly alarmed, and lets out a scream. According to her, she felt a distinct tap on her shoulder, followed by a voice that sent chills down her spine. What makes this even stranger is that the footage shows no sign of anyone or anything near her at the time of this incident. Yet, her genuine reaction seems very hard to dismiss. Could this be a case of something paranormal? Or is there a more rational explanation for what happened that night? The mystery leaves much to the imagination, sparking a range of opinions online. But what do you, the viewer, think really happened out there? In early October, a mother snapped this photo while hiking with her son in the Cougar Mountains of Washington, capturing a moment that seemed ordinary at first, but turned out to be anything but. The boy, captivated by the glowing northern lights, stretched his arms toward the sky, explaining to his mom that he was trying to, quote, touch his angel. Of course, Mom, touched by the purity of the moment, took the picture without thinking much of it. However, when she later reviewed the image, she was startled by what appeared to be a mysterious hand reaching down from the sky, which would be strange enough, but this one eerily mirrored her son's own gesture. So what do we think? Could the boy have truly seen an angel as he said he did, making this just an innocent spiritual encounter? Some have said that there could be something more sinister at play. But for me, and I'm sure many of you, I wonder if the mom is being entirely truthful about, the manipulation of this clip. Nevertheless, the mystery lingers, and as always, I am interested in your input. One day, while out fishing at a secluded lake near the Navajo Mountains, a man claims to have captured something extraordinary on film. In the distance, he spotted a large, hairy figure with a distinctly domed head and very broad shoulders. The man is adamant that this wasn't any ordinary animal, and he wants it highlighted that this is not a bear. He truly believes this is a Bigfoot. Moving unmistakably through the rugged terrain, and given this creature's size and the way it moved, again, he's convinced of what he saw. After all, this region isn't home to any primates, so what else could it have been? No gorilla, no bear. The footage has since stirred up debate online, with some firmly believing the sighting is genuine, while others remain skeptical. Is this truly evidence of the elusive Bigfoot, or could there be another explanation? I would say the internet is divided. Some are saying that this is totally real, and others are saying the opposite. Mermaids have always been the stuff of legend, but this clip captured by a hidden camper tells a different story. Filmed behind the rocks of a secluded lagoon, the video shows clear, vibrant waters where something extraordinary emerges. What appears to be a mermaid. As the camera zooms in, the figure becomes visible, her flowing blonde hair shimmering beneath the surface. She moves gracefully, her silvery tail flicking effortlessly in the water. For a brief moment, until I got my bearings, I thought I was looking at the face of an alien. Nevertheless, what do we think about this clip? Is this something we should dive deeper into or just chalk it up as another well-planned hoax? A UFO was spotted hovering over a Mexican city in broad daylight, with thousands of onlookers witnessing the bizarre event. The object remained completely stationary beneath a cluster of white clouds, leaving many scratching their heads as it defied any logical explanation. Numerous people captured this incident on video, showing the UFO holding its position for several minutes without any visible signs of propulsion or sound, no engines. But what truly intensified the mystery was the sudden appearance of a second object, which quickly moved behind the main UFO, a detail that sharp-eyed viewers caught in the footage. This second object's swift motion added another layer of intrigue, and despite the growing speculation, there has been no official word on what these objects were or where they came from. I mean, they're clearly there. This sighting has left many questioning the possibility of increased UFO activity in that specific area, and reignited debates about UFOs, aerial phenomena on a large global scale. So I feel like this is even silly to ask, but what do we think? Is this a genuine UFO encounter? I think so, but I'm getting a little hyped up, so share your thoughts and theories on what might be going on in the comments. Check these guys out. Velvet worms or onychophorans are fascinating invertebrates known for their unique hunting technique. These creatures have soft, segmented bodies covered in velvety skin, which gives them their name. To hunt, velvet worms use a specialized pair of slime glands located on either side of their head. When they encounter prey, such as insects or small arthropods, they shoot a sticky, glue-like substance that quickly immobilizes the victim. Once the prey is trapped, the velvet worm approaches and injects digestive saliva, breaking down the prey's tissues, allowing the worm to consume it easily. This ambush and glue strategy makes them effective and unusual predators in their environment. Sounds like a pretty sticky situation. Dad joke, I'll see myself out. In this next clip, a man was recording the night sky in an undisclosed location when something pretty nutty happened. Out of nowhere, a figure resembling a person in a white robe with what appeared to be wings suddenly materialized above some electrical lines. Now, if that wasn't strange enough, the power lines began to emit sparks, quickly followed by an unmistakable zapping noise in the moment the figure appeared. The bizarre scene lasted only a few seconds before the figure vanished, just as mysteriously as it had come, and at that very instant, the zapping stopped entirely. Now, I don't need to tell you guys that such a sequence of events is far from natural, and everyone who saw the footage agreed that something unusual had taken place. But what exactly was it? Do we think this man captured something beyond our understanding? Was this just an energy glitch, easily explainable by the energy company? I will say this, the paranormal community is still debating whether this was an otherworldly encounter, an unexplainable phenomenon, and they're leaving the mystery open to speculation. As for me, I'm just gonna say it, I think it's a fake. I think someone did whatever they had to do to edit that video and put that figure on top of it. The end.